Hey everyone, it's Chris from Lime Punch Forge. I'm here in Spencer, Idaho at the Spencer Opal Mine, and today I'm going to show you guys around. This is going to be a several part video series. I'll make a bunch of little shorts and you'll be able to see different aspects of what they've got going on here in Spencer, Idaho. A little bit about their opal, a little bit about the history, their mini mine. Unfortunately, today is one of those weather days where it rained a lot and we can't actually access the large mine, but they have the mini mine just behind the restaurant and shop here. And what they do is they mine material at the main mine, bring it down here to the mini mine when it can't be accessed. That way, regardless of the time of year, well, unless there's like snow on the ground, you can come here and mine the mini mine instead of having to make an appointment to mine the small one. So today I'm going to be at the mini mine and I'll be showing you guys some of the material, some of what you can find, and then some of the other videos will be about the history and just what they've got going on here and how you can get your own Spencer opals. Okay, so behind me is the mini mine. I'll turn you around and show you here. Basically, it's a bunch of material that they brought down from the main mine for you to access and find your own precious opals down here. The main mine up in the hills tends to be at a higher elevation, and that higher elevation doesn't lend itself well to weather conditions. So the road may wash out, or they don't want to damage the road in order to get up there. So they make it accessible for you to come down here and get material. The other advantage is that to come here and dig for the day, you don't need an appointment. It's $75 a day for adults, $50 for kids. They give you a bucket. You get to keep that, whatever's in that bucket at the end of the day, you get to keep for that price. And you can just stop on your way through and check it out. You check in at the shop, pay them your $75 or $50 for kids, and then go. So if you're on the way to Yellowstone, you're on your way somewhere else, and you don't have time to make an appointment to go maybe to the big mine, or the big mine is closed, this is a great option. So that's what I'm going to do today, because they are expecting a bunch of rain, and there has been rain the last couple days. So the road is a little bit more sensitive and not exactly perfect for driving on. So come with me as we mini mine. So when looking for material, I'm told that essentially you're looking for a really bright, shiny, white, kind of glassy material. There's going to be a lot of other host rock here, like a rhyolite-obsidian. Looks kind of like this. Let me turn you around. Looks kind of like this, a rhyolite and obsidian. The opal itself is going to occur in bands. See this little pocket right here? See, that's bright and shiny right there, but that's not quite what we're looking for. What we're looking for is a little bit of a play of color in some of that. So if you find a piece of white with a nice flat top on it, when I find one, I'll show you. Essentially, that's going to be maybe a good indication of where some of that opal is going to be. So I'm going to be digging around some material here, and I will kind of show you what I'm doing, and when I find something, I'll bring it on camera and let you see. Okay, so while digging through this pile back here, I found one rock that I'd like to break down a little bit more. It has some potential, and I did see a little bit of flash of color in it. So I'm going to break it down a little bit more. But first I'm going to show you, and that way you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay, so this guy here has some nice glossy white to it on a bunch of different sides. And what I'd like to do is break this down a little bit more to try and see if I can get some fresh color to it. So I'm going to take a hammer and a chisel and see if I can fracture this up a little bit to see whether or not I can get a fresh view at something good. This one's got some. There's a bit of color right in this area here. So we'll put him aside, maybe trim him up a little bit, but it's a nice little piece. This one has more of that rhyolite and obsidian kind of host rock at the bottom. Same thing, fun little crystal cave in there, but I don't see any opal in it. Sometimes those little pockets are where you find some of your opal. Let's break this one down a little bit more. This is the piece I'm kind of interested in. Unfortunately, it looks like the opal material that is here doesn't actually have any play of color. Nope, I was wrong. Got some in there. This area right in here, see how it's not really glossy? That glossy is what I'm looking for when I'm looking for some material. So that's a nice little chunk that would be pretty cool cleaned up. So we'll do that, we'll clean it, clean it, keep going. So one of the other fun materials I'm kind of falling in love with while I'm here is some of the host rock. It's an obsidian and rhyolite. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of this. The rhyolite tends to be a little bit pink, whereas the obsidian is black, and it's got a cool kind of look to it. Flip you around. So that's the host rock. Some of the host rock. It's an obsidian and like a pink rhyolite. I kind of really like it. Cut up in cabs, be an interesting material. But let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, kind of fun. You could spend all day out here turning big rocks into little rocks. I have a big one here in front of me that I'm probably going to end my day on. I've only been out here for maybe an hour, 2 hours, and I've already found some cool material. What I'd really like to do is kind of help give you guys the history of Spencer Opal Mine, and also tell you how you can get a hold of the material without actually coming here. So they do have some online sales and some other things like that they would be able to ship you some of the mine material, have you do your thing at home with lapidary, all those kind of fun things. So I'm going to spend most of my time here at the mine talking to them, figuring out what it is they do, recording some of the history, and then also letting you guys know how you can get a hold of the material without actually having to come to Spencer. So I'm going to continue to break this rock down, and then give you guys a kind of a rundown of the things that I found, and within a couple hours or so. Okay, the most notable of what I found was this guy. Can't really see it. Opal's really hard to get on camera, but there's a green band running all the way through that glassy kind of material there. And that's kind of what you're looking for. Host rock looks like that black and rhyolite. And then you'll find little bits of glassiness like this, that white glassiness. And that's going to be your opal. I see some blue now in the right light here. And yeah, so I'll show you some of the other stuff I got. Like I said, I only dug for just a little while. Not really here to do a lot of digging, but found some fun. This is a little botryoidal pocket that's doesn't really have any opal. I think it might have some opal down in here, but it was fun. It was cute. I liked it, so I put it in my bucket. And then I have some rhyolite material that I really like, the black and the contrast between that and the obsidian and the rhyolite. This one has a crystal pocket as well. And then some of this other kind of pink and black rhyolite. I didn't get a lot. Like I said, I wasn't here to do a whole lot of digging, but I was here to kind of introduce you guys to what it exactly you can get from here. Not necessarily having to go up to the big mine and make an appointment, but you're also able to dig at the mini mine. And I think with all day, $75 is a heck of a deal for being able to fill up a bucket with material. You'll be able to, if you're a lapidary artist, you're a cutter, you'll be easily able to make that money back if you select good material. So yeah, definitely well worth it. Highly recommend. So stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see you then.